How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Jose Show. Happy Monday. I hope that everyone is having a spectacular Monday, and I hope that everyone had a spectacular weekend. But anyways, let's get into the hot topic, shall we? Now, let's talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce created quite the buzz on Sunday night when they decided to cap off a thrilling game at Arrowhead Stadium with a surprise late-night dinner. The star-studded pair's evening resulted in the shutdown of a popular restaurant as fans and diners gathered for an unexpected encounter with the two celebrities. Okay, so Taylor and the Kansas City Chiefs tight end were seen leaving the stadium together, sending fans into a frenzy on social media. The unexpected rendezvous had Swifties and sports enthusiasts alike speculating about the nature of their relationship. Alright, so the real surprise, however, awaited fans at Prime Social Rooftop, a trendy restaurant in Kansas City. Patrons who were already dining there on Sunday night found themselves in the midst of an extraordinary encounter. So an eyewitness tells ET Travis bought out the restaurant for his family and team. Taylor arrived wearing a denim dress and was seen snacking, having some cocktails, and dancing alongside Travis. The two were very affectionate with one another but kept things fun and lighthearted. Now, Travis's teammates also showed up to the after party, as well as his mom and dad, Donna and Ed. The party lasted until 2 a.m. Alright, so a source tells ET Travis has never shied away from his desire to give dating with Taylor a try, which he even said during a press conference a few months ago. After seeing Swift in concert, Travis and Taylor are taking things slowly and not rushing into anything serious. Both are very career focused, so the focus is on that for now, but that's not going to stop them from enjoying life when it's the right moment. End quote. Okay, this is very insane here. Okay, I think that it is a really good thing that Taylor Swift is taking things slowly here with Travis Kelce, and that Travis Kelce is taking things slowly with Taylor Swift. Because I think that if you really want to be in a relationship with someone, you need to get to know the person really well first before getting into the relationship, or else that relationship is not going to last at all. And I know this because I've seen it all with a bunch of other people. Now, since Taylor Swift is a very popular singer, she is known worldwide, I think that she definitely needs to really make sure that she has the time to be with somebody like Travis Kelce, especially because you know what, when it comes to huge singers like Taylor Swift, they usually don't even have a lot of time to be with another person. And I know this especially because Taylor Swift, let's remember, was dating Matt Healy a few months ago, and it did not work out between the both of them. It only worked out for only 2 weeks, and that was it. And it was all because Taylor Swift was too busy on her tour. And by the way, she is still busy with her tour, because let's remember that her tour, I believe, isn't going to end until probably next year. Now, as for Travis Kelce is a huge football athlete. He, I think, is going to be super busy throughout the upcoming months, especially because we are in football season. So that's why I am saying here that the two of them need to get to know each other very well before putting themselves in a romantic situation. But I think that them two would really make a really good match if things were to work out between the both of them, because I mean, Travis Kelce is very handsome, and then Taylor Swift is a beautiful woman. The both of them have really good careers. The both of them, I can tell, have really good personalities. And you know what? I can even tell that Travis Kelce is a huge gentleman towards women. Especially because I even got to see in some photos that Travis Kelce was driving Taylor Swift around in his beautiful car last night. Come on now. And then the fact that the both of them got to be in a party until 2 in the morning really is saying a lot, that the both of them really wanted to know each other really well, and that the both of them really were going crazy at it last night, especially celebrating the victory of one of the football teams. So this is definitely something here. This is definitely something. Now, I don't even know if Taylor Swift was drunk last night or if Travis Kelce was drunk last night, because, I mean, maybe they were, because, I mean, usually when parties get to be lasting up to 2 in the morning, that is when a lot of shit goes down. That is when a lot of the alcohol kicks in. That's when a lot of the craziness kicks in. I don't know. But what I do have to say about this too is, I think though that if Taylor Swift were to ever be in a situation where she ends up dating a football athlete, I'm pretty sure that Taylor Swift will automatically be more of a football fan than she is of her own career. And I'm saying this because, I mean, when you are wanting to be there for somebody that is in the football team or in the baseball team or in the soccer team or whatever, the first thing that you want to do is you want to be a bigger fan of what your significant other is doing than on the things that you are doing because of how in love you are with the person. And I'm just saying, but I don't know though for Taylor Swift if she's ever going to be that way. But, anyways, I wish nothing but luck for these two lovebirds, and that is it. Now, on to the next topic. Now, let's talk about Keke Palmer. So on Monday, the Big Boss spoke with today's Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bush Hager, and among the topics of discussion was Palmer's relationship with Darius Jackson, with whom she shares a son, Leotis. All right, so last month the two were spotted together celebrating Palmer's 30th birthday on Instagram Live and at Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour just 1 month after they supposedly broke up. So when asked to confirm the status of their relationship, the True Jackson VP star took a page out of Queen Bee's book. Alright, so yes, life is good. I have nothing but gratitude, honestly, seriously, the 30-year-old said when asked by Kotb how her life is going. When asked to elaborate more, Palmer quipped that she saw what the duo was doing and gave a very on-brand answer. Alright, so I'm gonna take a page out of my girl Beyonce's book, my Yalls Business, she quipped to Kotb and Hager. Alright, so the Nope actress's response comes 2 months after a source confirmed their split to ET after Jackson publicly shamed the mother of his child for the outfit she wore at an Usher concert in July. Okay, so I think that Keke Palmer has a really good point in telling everybody to mind their own damn business because at the end of the day, it is Keke Palmer's own business on what goes on in between her and Darius Jackson and their son Leotis, especially behind those closed doors. We need to respect. Now, also, I think that all of us need to definitely put into Keke Palmer's shoes and understand that she definitely wants privacy, especially from everybody. Because imagine if Keke Palmer's personal life were to be out and about, Keke Palmer would look like a freaking clown and she would look like a freaking fool. And of course, a lot of people would end up laughing at her, and that is something that Keke Palmer doesn't want at all. And also, the fact that Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson are back together to me is very interesting because I remember when Darius Jackson and Keke Palmer broke up back in July, I definitely thought that the both of them were going to be calling it quits forever because the both of them seemed like they were worst enemies, especially after that little feud that they had after that Usher concert. And in my personal opinion, I feel like Darius Jackson and Keke Palmer should have called it quits forever. Because I feel like Darius Jackson is definitely not for Keke Palmer because I feel like Keke Palmer deserves to be with a guy that respects her, that appreciates her, and that is there for her and doesn't really get to minimize her as a woman, especially because of the way she dresses. Okay, and I feel like she definitely needs to be with somebody that is fair towards her as well. But I mean, I kind of understand though as to why Darius Jackson and Keke Palmer are together again because now they share a son together and they don't want their own son to be suffering and having separated parents. Hell no. So I kind of do understand where this is coming from. But I really hope though that Keke Palmer doesn't go through more drama because the last thing that I want is for Keke Palmer to be going through more drama, especially because Keke Palmer is a bright woman filled with so much talent, filled with so much happiness in her life. All right, but good luck to Keke Palmer though. Good luck to Keke Palmer, and may she call out more people out there that are trying to get into her own damn business. Now on to the next topic. Now, let's talk about Bruce Willis. Okay, so Bruce Willis apparently, as we all know, has dementia. Well, Bruce Willis's wife, Emma Heming Willis, offered an update on her husband's ongoing health battle with dementia in a new interview. Emma, 45, sat down with Hoda Kotb for Today on September 25th to kick off World Frontotemporal Dementia Awareness Week. Well, calling the condition a progressive neurological disorder that impacts both cognition and behavior hard. She was joined for the interview by Susan Dickinson, the CEO of the Association of Frontotemporal Degeneration. Okay, so Bruce, 68, was diagnosed with the disorder last year, and as a byproduct aphasia, a brand mediated inability to speak or to understand speech. Well, it's hard on the person diagnosed, it's also hard on the family, and that is no different for Bruce or myself or our girls when they say this is a family disease. It really is, Emma said. Asked whether Bruce himself is aware of his condition, Emma appeared to become emotional as she replied, "It's hard to know." All right, so the Make Time Wellness founder shares daughters Mabel 11 and Evelyn 9 with the actor. Bruce also shares adult daughters Rumor Willis 34, Scout 32, and Tallulah 29 with ex-wife Demi Moore. All right, so we're a very honest and open household. Emma said of their family, the most important thing was to be able for us to say what the disease was, explain what it is, because when you know what the disease is from a medical standpoint, it sort of all makes sense. All right, so referencing their young daughters, she continued, so it was important that we let them know what it is because I don't want there to be any stigma or shame attached to their dad's diagnosis or any form of dementia. Okay, so Emma called Bruce's diagnosis the blessing and the curse. All right, so this is a very important topic to talk about because I think that when somebody has dementia, I think that it is the end of the world because unfortunately the person cannot remember you at all, or the person can remember you but then all of a sudden doesn't remember you at all. And you feel like you are definitely with a stranger when you are with somebody that doesn't remember you. And it's very sad at the same time. And I feel so bad for Bruce Willis's family that they are going through this harsh situation. And what makes me even more sad is that it seems like it to me that Bruce Willis is not going to last all that long because let's remember that dementia can be pretty deadly, unfortunately. And I feel like, this family of his is pretty strong at the same time because I can tell that they are trying to really deal with this and they're trying to survive from all of this, even though they are not happy with this. And I can tell that they are preparing themselves for the worst in the future, which is a really good thing because if they were not prepared for this, or if they are not preparing themselves for what is going up in the future, then chances are that the family is going to be, in a cage situation where they are trapped and they don't even know what the hell to do next, and it's just a bad thing to do. And I mean, yes, this family has millions, I can imagine, because I mean, it is Bruce Willis's family after all. But at the same time, you can have millions, you can have billions, and yet again, you still need to prepare yourself for the worst in the future, especially emotionally. Emotionally, okay? But anyways, this has been going on for a while now, and I really was shocked when I first found out that Bruce Willis has dementia because he really is a smart guy. He is a really good actor. He, of course, is a very bright person that really has been there for a lot of people in the Hollywood business. And of course, for his family. So it's definitely something unexpected that life unfortunately offered towards them. So, anyways, I really wish nothing but luck for the poor family of Bruce Willis, especially for the wife Emma.